Let's see what made the news this week. Man throws a cat off of a bridge. Guy kills his wife to marry a younger one. A guy submits fraudulent paperwork to the government to get $900,000 in government money. Man sexually assaults a 16-year-old for more than 2 years. A man got caught soliciting a lewd act. A man got found guilty of sexual assault of a 6-year-old. And a man gets a DUI in Oklahoma. What do all these guys have in common? They all work for churches. And the last one is Oral Roberts' son. Stay tuned. David K. Allen, age 49, of Gatesville, Texas, was charged with capital murder of the 2011 death of his wife, Paula Allen, age 54, who died of smoke inhalation and burns due to a fire in the couple's mobile home right behind the New Life Church of Restoration, where her husband was the pastor. David Allen recently remarried. Now, this is less than a year later. According to the Coryell County records, which show a marriage license issued to him and Megan Lynn Griffith, age 27. He's 54, or 49. She's 27. He told the police he jumped out of the window of the burning mobile home to escape the fire. Source: KWTX News on 2/1/12. Matthew Clark, age 33, of Bartow, Florida, soliciting a lewd act. Clark, a senior pastor at the Blessed Assurance Temple, is accused of propositioning a male detective. Dude, it's one thing to get caught for prostitution. It's another thing to be caught with another dude. Oh no, there's no gays in the priesthood at all. Source: WTSP News on 1/26/12. Rick Bartlett of Bastrop, Texas, charged with animal cruelty. Bartlett, the Bastrop County Church pastor, is accused of keeping his neighbor's cat in a cage in the back of his truck for 3 days, and then throwing it off of a bridge to its death. Bartlett claimed he thought Moody, the name of the cat, age 12, was a stray, even though the animal had a name tag with its name and its address clearly printed on it. He told police that he forgot Moody was in the truck. Bartlett apparently complained that earlier about cats straying into his yard. Source: KEYE TV on 1/23/12. Something about creatures great and small ring a bell to you? Fucking asshole. Cornelius Taylor of Sacramento, California, was found guilty of 8 counts of sexual assault of a minor. Taylor met the victim at the church he pastored at and convinced her to move in with him and his wife when the girl was 16 years old. Prosecutors said Taylor assaulted the girl several times a week in her bedroom, continuing until after she was the age of 18. Now that's almost admirable. If she would have been of age, you know, but to have the cojones to invite a girl to stay with you when you're the pastor of a church, not only stay with you, but stay with you and your wife. Oy vey. Source, the Sacramento Bee, 2/10/12. Stuart O. Newman, age 40, of Omaha, Nebraska. A judge found Newman guilty of first-degree sexual assault of a child and 6 counts of manufacturing child pornography. He and his wife, since divorced, were part of a youth ministry operation operated out of King of Kings Lutheran Church. Newman admitted he took photos of a girl and touched her, but claimed he never penetrated her. Quote, "To suggest that he was careful about penetration is just absurd," unquote, said Judge Patrick Mullen. Yeah, and there's some people that think all these pedophile priest claims are blown out of proportion, that there's not any of them really. I could go on. There's at least 20, and this is a monthly thing that I get, so. This one's source, the World Herald, 2/7/12. Taurus Young, age 40, New Orleans, pled guilty to theft of government funds and mail fraud. Young, the pastor of the Bible Way Baptist Church, submitted fraudulent receipts to get $963,000, almost $1 million, in loans from the Small Business Administration after Hurricane Katrina in 2005 to rebuild a church. Source, WDSU, 1/27/12. Now, I have to comment on this because that's really imaginative. I wouldn't think to rip off the government for $1 million after a freaking hurricane. That takes some real warped brain power there. That takes some real mental contortions of how can I really fuck society and government and every taxpayer out there. Wow. That's you're on the bottom of the pile, dude. You're boy. I can't even imagine that. Then finally, Oral Roberts' son, Richard Roberts, age 63, Tulsa, Oklahoma, got a DUI and ticket for speeding 15 or more miles per hour over the speed limit. Roberts, son of the late Oral Roberts and CEO of Richard Roberts Ministries, was stopped for doing 93 miles an hour in a 55-mile-an-hour zone in a black Mercedes at 12:10 a.m. A breathalyzer showed that he had a .11 level. Source, News on 6, 1/24/12. Wow. why didn't I hear about that before? I mean, that should have made national news. Oral Roberts was a big-time minister, and his son is a big-time minister. But did anyone hear about this? I know I didn't, but I don't watch a lot of news either, but, I should have heard about that one. Oh well. Until next Friday, keep the news to your nose. I just came up with that. That's really stupid.